What's up, folks? Paul here again from Pinnacle English Learn, and today I'm going to very quickly explain a sentence which I posted in the group about a week and a half ago. It had a couple of errors, and I'll just show you what the sentence was. So the sentence was, he is a too talented man to stay in a so horrible job. So right off the bat there, you can see that I'm struggling to actually say that particular sentence because it does have a couple of grammatical errors which I'll show you just need to be changed just so the sentence makes more sense. All right, so bear with me as I do that. So right off the bat here, I can see that the word man is redundant because you don't need, you've already got a subject pronoun here, and so you don't need this extra noun here. So if you don't need the extra noun, you also don't need an article there. You just have the subject pronoun, then you have the verb to be. So we've got the verb to be in the present simple. So he is too talented. So we've got an adjective there and some kind of a modifier there. So he is too talented. Again, the word man is redundant, so there's no need for it. We've got the verb infinitive with to there, to stay, plus to. And we've got a preposition here, preposition. And then in a so horrible job. So this part here needs to be reconfigured. And what we're going to do is we're going to use collocation. We're going to use a sequence of words which, with practice, you should be able to remember. I'm going to use the word such plus an article, an indefinite article, an or a, in this case and I'll explain why. And then we use the adjective, horrible or terrible or any other kind of adjective. And then we use a noun. In this case, the noun is job. I'll show you what I mean. So in, and then let's reconfigure this. And we have in such a, we can keep the adjective horrible. And then the noun is job. So that's kind of like a formula that you guys should commit to memory with practice, of course. Such a horrible job. So because the word horrible begins with a consonant sound, we use the indefinite article a, not an. An is used if the adjective or the word begins with a vowel sound. So an apple, yeah, that's a noun. An orange. A job could be an awful job. So or begins with a vowel sound. Awful begins with a vowel sound. So you'd say an awful job. Let's jump back to the screen. So if it was awful, you'd say an awful job. So such a or an, depending on the sound that the adjective has at the beginning, whether it's a vowel sound or a consonant sound. And that's an adjective there. And this is a noun. So it's kind of such plus a or an plus adjective plus noun. Other examples could be such a beautiful day. It is actually such a beautiful day outside. So such plus the indefinite article a, and then beautiful is the adjective, and then day is the noun. Okay, so that's, the sentence is now correct. He is too talented to stay in such a horrible job. I'm sure a lot of you have felt that you are undervalued at work, and perhaps you've felt that the job is horrible and you feel like you are too good or too talented to stay in such a horrible job. So perhaps some of you could empathize with that particular sentence. There is another version of that particular sentence, and it is a bit more formal. I'll show you what I mean. So you could keep the word man in there, and you could actually say, he is too talented, and you could just chuck the word over here. So he is too talented. He's too talented a man to stay in, and you'd need to keep this, in such a horrible job. So to stay in would be kept in, and then you just cross this out, and such a horrible job needs to remain in there. So I guess, yeah, you could have subject there and then verb here. As I said before, modifier, adjective, and then too talented a man to stay in such a boring job. Look, that's also possible. It does make the sentence, to me, sound a little bit too formal and perhaps a little bit old-fashioned, but it's certainly grammatically acceptable. Look, hopefully that does shed some light on that particular sentence for you. And hopefully you understood why we've changed that particular sentence, why we've identified those two grammatical errors and changed them and fixed them. All right, guys, take care. Take it easy. This is Paul from Pinnacle English Learn, and I'll see you around, probably online. Bye for now.